Hai Bagas, good evening. Sorry Bagas for bothering you. I invite Bagas to this meetup because there was something I wanted to ask about my assessments, specifically the group.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Just relax.
But is Bagas busy?
No, I'm just finishing up some note. What's your assignment, Cecil?
I heard this group assessment about environmental management. The deadline is coming up. But I am still struggling to find good references. Can you help me out?
Oh, I see. Sure, I can help. What kind of reference do you need?
Mostly book or journal. I was thinking of checking the library. Do you think they have good material there?
They should have print. The campus library has a special section on environmental study. Do you want me to go with you to look for the books?
The will be amazing if you're free. Can we go there today?
I have an appointment at 2 p.m., but I can help after that. How about we meet at the library around 4 p.m.?
4 p.m. works perfectly. Thanks a lot, Bagas. You're really a lifesaver.
No worries. By the way, do you have a list of topic or keyword for the search? It'll make things easier when we get there.
Oh, good point. Let me check my notes. Hold on.
Okay, Sisi.
Here they are keywords like sustainable development, waste management, and climate adaptation. Do you think these are okay?
Perfect. I'll also check the online catalog of the library before we go. That way we save time.
Wow, you're so organized. I should learn from you.
It's just a habit. Oh, one more. Do you have a library card?
I think I do. Let me check. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah. We don't fill in a book. We can also check the digital library. They have a book and journal.
I didn't even think of a books that sound perfect.
They are really handy. You can download them and read anytime. Anyway, do you have other plans before?
Not really. I just go over some article while waiting. Oh, by the way, can I ask for one more favor?
Sure. What it is?
If you find anything useful online before we meet, can you send me the links?
Of course. I'll send them on WhatsApp. Anything else?
That is for now. Thanks so much, Bagas. You're really helping me out.
No problem. Happy to help. See you at 4 p.m. See you all.
See you. Don't forget to grab a coffee before your appointment.
Will do. Okay. Bye-bye. Hello guys. Okay, on this session I will explain a little about the as of definite noun. And here I have made a PowerPoint as my presentation media so that the delivery of the material is more activity. Oke, langsung aja ke pembahasan utamanya. Of course, I will explain about definite noun. What are definite noun? What are the definite noun? So, a definite noun is a noun that refers to a specific object, person, place, or ID that is already known to the speaker or the listener. In other words, a definitive noun indicates sometimes unique or singular in the context of the conversation. The characteristics of definite noun is that it is often predicated by the article the in English. Nah, di sini juga ada contoh-contohnya. Misalnya seperti the book is on the table, the earth revolves around the sun, the Eiffel Tower is in Paris. Nah, berikut contohnya ya. Lalu kenapa sih penting definite noun itu? So, understanding definite noun is very important in learning English because of their requirement used in everyday conversation. By using definitive noun correctly, we can read clearly, more conscious, and more effective sentences. Oke, lanjut kita ke slide berikutnya. Nah, ini dia. Kita akan di sini coba untuk memahami terkait pentingnya memahami definite noun atau the importance of understanding definite noun. Mari kita bahas mengapa sih penting untuk memahami definite noun atau nomina definitif dalam berkomunikasi sehari-hari. Apa sih penting? Oke. First, definite noun provide more specific information about an object, person, or place. This help the listener or reader understand clearly what is being discussed. Second, definite noun allow us to convey information more concisely. We don't need to explain in detail every time we mention a familiar object. Third, definite noun so that we already have a shared understanding of some time so that the information conveyed is more accurate and relevant to the context of the conversation. Oke, kita lanjut ya ke slide berikutnya agar lebih paham lagi. Nah, di sini mari kita bahas lebih lanjut mengenai ciri-ciri definite noun ya. Dan penggunaan kata sedang atau the itu. Ini dia. Definite noun are always preceded by the. One of the characteristics of definite noun is that they are always preceded by the article the. The article the serves to indicate that the noun that follows it is sometimes specific and already known by the speaker and listener. Why the? The article the so that we are referring to sometimes specific, not just any object. And the use of the assume that both the speaker and the listener already understand the context or object in question. Misalnya contoh juga ya penggunaan the itu ya. Saya akan berikan contoh misalnya example sentence-nya misalnya seperti the book I booked yesterday is very interesting gitu ya. Kayak buku yang saya beli kemarin sangat menarik gitu. The book merujuk pada buku spesifik yang sudah disebutkan sebelumnya kan, the book. Terus the sun is shining brightly today. Matahari bersinar terang hari ini. The sun, matahari. Oke. Next kita ke slide berikutnya. Nah, ini dia. Oke. Next, I will give an example of using definite noun in daily life. Di sini saya akan memberikan contoh penggunaan definite noun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari kita. Yang pertama yaitu example of using definite noun at home. Di sini ada the chicken, dapur kan. The kitchen, dapur, the bedroom, kamar mandi, the car, mobil keluarga, seperti menunjukkan kan, the car, the bedroom, the kitchen. Oke. Next, selanjutnya juga masih ada contohnya. Oke, nah ini dia. Example of using definite noun at school, atau penggunaan kata definite noun dalam kehidupan sekolah, misalnya seperti menunjukkan the teacher, the classroom, the principal, atau kepala sekolah. Oke, nah ini yang digunakan dalam kegiatan sekolah ya, yang ada di sekolah, lingkungan sekolah. Selanjutnya, ini juga masih ada, yaitu example of using definite noun in public place, atau penggunaan definite noun dalam tempat umum. Misalnya, the park, penyebutan taman, the library, perpustakaan, the museum, atau museum. Itu penggunaan definite noun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari di tempat umum ya. Nah, ini juga example of using definite noun in news, atau penggunaan definite noun dalam sebuah berita. Karena dalam sebuah berita juga penggunaan definite noun itu akan sangat menarik ya. Misalnya, the president, pemberitaan terkait kepresidenan, the earthquake atau berita terkait gempa bumi atau bencana alam, dan juga the World Cup atau pembahasan terkait sepak bola Piala Dunia. Itu akan sangat menarik sekali bagi para pendengar atau pembaca berita tersebut. Oke, jadi barusan setelah kita bahas terkait ciri-ciri, karakteristik, dan contohnya, kita lari ke kesimpulannya ya. Jadi kesimpulan atau conclusionnya, the correct use of definite noun is one of the important aspect in mastering English. By understanding this concept, we can communicate idea more clearly, improve fluency, build the understanding. Jadi 3 hal ini akan kita dapatkan. 3 hal ini itu kita akan dapatkan ketika kita memanfaatkan si definite noun tersebut. Okay. So here is a little explanation about the use of definite noun in everyday life, and there are also some examples. Hopefully what has been explained can help all my friends. Thank you. See you again. Bye-bye.
We'll just pick the locks. Hey, let's get down. Let's get up. We can move this. You know